Un abrazo a toda esa fanática de luchística que nos ve a través de Lucha Libre Global, que estamos en Facebook, Instagram y YouTube. Tenemos por aquí a Lawson. Hello, Lawson. How you doing?
Hi, good in yourself?
Very good, very good. Well, first of all, where are you from?
I'm from El Paso, Texas.
El Paso, Texas. Okay. That name Lawson, because I just a couple of days ago I saw a video that you was a little bit different, but then you was supposed to pass a test that it was supposed to be against you, and that's the girl I see in the video. So, what is this? An alter ego? A change that happened in your life? What is going on?
So my character Lozen is an alter ego. Um, it's a part of me that I learned to develop over the years, and it's a persona that I'm able to be whoever I want to be in the ring. And that's the beauty of wrestling, is that you don't have to just be one person. You don't have to be one character. You can be whoever you want to be out there. And Lozen is a part of who I am and who I've become, not just in the wrestling ring, but in and out of the real world. It's the person that we are in the ring is different from the person that we are outside of the ring. So I learned to create my own persona and my own character and who I wanted to be out there. And this is just one of those things where everybody wants to be a character, like think about it. Everybody, at one point in time, they had a dream of being a comic book character, of being a
Yeah.
superhero, or even being a villain, because nowadays it's one of those things where villains are cool. Everybody
Hmm.
wants to be a villain now. Now it's cool to be the bad guy. And, back then everybody's like, oh, and um, I guess wrestling, when I first started wrestling, I've always wanted to be the hero. That's how I ended up. I always wanted to be the hero in the ring. And over the years, people just painted me as a villain, not only
Mm.
just in the ring, but in real life scenarios, you know. So I said, hey, I got comfortable with being the villain. Sometimes it's more fun to be the bad guy. And I just learned how to embrace it. I learned how to rock it. I learned how to just say, you know what? You want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'll be the bad guy then, and I'll be good at it too. So, I mean,
Okay. Okay, here is part 356. Tornado Power D is here too. Champagne Charlie Vintage 92 is here too. So, so far, how many years have you been a wrestler so far?
on and off in the ring, I've been a wrestler for about 8 years. So, about on and off. So, I also did jujitsu. I also do MMA. I did Olympic wrestling for 4 years before that. So, wrestling is one of those things where, you know, that's a part of me where I have unfinished business in the wrestling ring. And I got to do this now. And I'm going to finish this business now while I can still do it. And I'm young enough to still do the sport.
So, what you told me early is that you are a heel right now?
Um, Honestly, depends how I feel. Depends how I feel because that's the beauty about Lozen and my character is if I'm having a bad day that day, you're gonna know I'm having a bad day. I will be the heel, But if I feel happy, if I feel good, then I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna express my emotions. So my character is all about expressing any emotion that I'm feeling that day or at the moment. So it can
Okay.
it can go either or. I can be whatever I want to be that day. That's the beauty of the alter ego is you don't know what side you're gonna
Mhm.
get. You're gonna wake up one day. Are you gonna get this person or you're gonna get that person?
That's very interesting. I saw a video of you doing the victory dance on the ring.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was funny. So when little girls come to you and say, "Hey, I want a photo, I want your autograph, I want to become you when I grow up," how does Lawson feel?
Oh, I'm very happy. Anytime any fans want to come and talk to me and take pictures, throughout all the years of my events. I always stay there until every autograph is signed, until every picture is taken, because those are moments that
Mhm.
make it worth the journey, and it makes you worth being a wrestler. Everything like is all worth it at that moment. So I feel so happy, not just with the little kids, but just with fans in general. That's what I love to do. I love the fans out of all of this.
Oh, that's great. So, any title that you have won so far, or none?
Not yet. I have not challenged the for any titles yet, because
Okay.
like I said, I was doing MMA jiu-jitsu for a little bit, and that's part of who I am too. So when I focus more on wrestling, and there's different companies out there. There's millions of wrestling companies out there, and
Mhm.
there's so many opportunity now in the wrestling world. It's not like back then. So now I feel like, you know what, I'm looking at certain companies, and I'm looking at, who's the champion? Who's the champion? Do I want that title? Do I want that title? I got to think about it. And at this point, like I said, anything's up for grabs. But hopefully within this next year, I will, make a statement. Hopefully, I will have a title.
Okay, but the title doesn't make the wrestler make the title.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need a title so people can be good with you.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
Sometimes you want a title because, I mean, it's very, very beautiful to have a title on, but people not necessarily want to see you with a title if you're good in what you do.
Yeah, that's very, very true. I learned that
Yeah.
too, that nobody wants to see you doing better than them, and that's
Hmm.
just the reality of it. Nobody wants to see you winning before they win. Nobody wants to see you doing better than they do. But, at the end of the day, like, your career speaks for itself. Actions are louder than words. And I guess we'll see.
Okay. So right now, are you an independent wrestler or do you belong to any wrestling company?
As of now, I'm independent. I'm a free agent. Like I said, I really, really want to explore my options. And one thing with wrestling that I love is that I get to travel to
Hmm.
different places all around the world. Different cities, different countries, anything like that's one of those things where I want to go and travel and go and see the world, and go and make an impact all across the globe, not just in one promotion, one area. I want to go across the entire world in countries that people have never gone. And I want to let them know about the wrestling culture and let them know, hey, I exist.
Yeah, Hunter Bale 2002 is here. So many people around the world see these interviews. How can they reach you using the social media?
Social media, I'm mostly on Instagram. I have my followers. So my Instagram is Lozen, my personal one. It's LOZ3N underscore. So that's Lozen. And then my character, which is Lozen, me, the Chronicles of Lozen. So the Chronicles, it's all underscores, the underscore Chronicles underscore of Lozen. So you can go ahead and find me there on social media, and shoot me a message. You want to work with me, shoot me a message, you're interested, and we'll put on a show for the people.
Here in Puerto Rico right now, they're making a company that it will be only woman talent. So maybe they're looking for talent. Maybe someday they can reach you and maybe you can come here to demonstrate what are you capable of. Because
Oh yeah.
I just saw that a couple of months ago they want to make a company exclusive of woman wrestler. That's a good idea because there's a lot of women around the world. We need them here. We need them everywhere. So, message for all your fans.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So um if you guys want to bring in women too, I know a bunch of talented women as well, and I would love to not only get an opportunity for this company, but for women everywhere. It's become so popular. Women wrestling. A lot of girls are making a name for themselves now in
Hmm.
the, just in the industry in general. So I would love to not only get a chance to work with, the woman company, but bring other women with me as well. So if anybody's
Yeah.
interested, that would be awesome.
Okay, if you want to recommend any of your friends, talk to them. If they say yes, you send me the links so I can contact them via Instagram Live. Do you have a message for all your fans around the world?
Yes, I have a message is follow your dreams, no matter how crazy it sounds to people, no matter how, everything's only crazy until it works. It doesn't matter who's against you. I've had a lot of family not approve of my career. People that wanted me to do other things with my life, but this is my life.
Hmm.
I'm the first wrestler in my family. So you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
I was born different, and everybody is born with a gift. Everybody is
Hmm.
born with something special, and you should follow that and ignore everybody else. Ignore the voices. Like nobody understands your heart, and nobody knows what it's like to be you. And if there's something calling you that you love to do, then do
Hmm.
it. Do it, because if not, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life.
Okay, there's a question from part 356 says, who your favorite new wrestler woman? That's kind of hard.
Ah, my favorite new wrestling woman, and I know she gets a lot of hate, but I love Jade. People don't like Jade, and for whatever reason, I just feel it's one of those things where people are intimidated by strong women. People do
Hmm.
not like to see strong women, and they do not like to see a woman excel in certain things that, men can do, men's sports. Even her body is 100% like on point. I work out myself, and I admire her physique to get to that level, and to for her to look the way
Hmm.
she does when she goes out there. Like, there is no denying that she's a superstar. There's no confusion. So I look up to girls that have, strength, muscle. I love all of that. So Jade would be my favorite wrestler, and also Jordan Grace is up there too.
Okay, so I'm agree with you because sometimes I interview male wrestler that they say the woman hits more harder than the man. So
Yeah.
that that is saying much. Okay, it's here Sante 25. So Lawson, I make the interview short soon. Part two again. I'm going to contact you again for part two. Hoping you the best of the best. I'm going to try to give this to the company that is bringing women around the world. Let's hope for the best. Mi gente, Lucha Libre Global, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Síganos, follow Lawson on the social media, contact her to go to different places around the world. Thank you very much for your time. I hug from Puerto Rico. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Thank
Love you
you.
guys.